And welcome to the B&P Blitz podcast with your host, Brendan, alongside my best friend, Peyton.
Yes, sir.
This week, we have a fun episode for you. We're going to cover, of course, college football from last week and got to go over everything that unfolded, and then look over this weekend's slate, followed up by some NFL action because, big sport in the world. And then we get the funness of baseball this weekend. That's finishing up, so we're going to talk about the playoff picture, what we see coming out of there. And then finally, we'll touch up on the Ryder Cup, which started today.
Yeah.
Should be a fun one. And you want to get us started, Payne?
I mean, of course, we're gonna go over our picks from last week. Only had two differences, which is low in the NFL. We only had about two differences. You had the Minnesota-Cincinnati game, and you had Minnesota, and I had the Lions-Ravens, and I had the Lions. So we tied actually in the NFL. Minnesota game. Now I feel really dumb for that because that was not much of a game. Lions game, good game. But yeah, we tied in that one, so really nothing to talk about there. But moving into college football, it was just complete dominance by me this week. I won by, I think, we did 49 games, and I think I won by like 5. We had 8 differences, I believe, and I won by 5. And so, overall, better week that went to me.
Yeah, I don't have much words for that week. I kind of just put it in the back of my brain and say, I'm not going to think about this anymore because that was rough. Just every game went your way that I
You kept saying it. It was like every single close matchup went your way. And, there was even the Miami game. That was the one that frustrated you.
Yeah, everything frustrated me. I can't lie.
But it was a good week last week. But, we have a lot of good games this week. And going into conference play for basically everybody. We also had a bunch of good conference games last week, which that's what we'll start off with right here. First things first, we can't skip over Illinois, Indiana. Just complete dominance. 63-10. Was it number 9 versus number 19? Wow.
I didn't really see it coming. I thought it would have been closer. I think I picked Indiana to win, so I thought Indiana was going to win, but the way they won, surprising because Illinois is supposed to have, both of them have very good quarterbacks.
Oh, yeah.
Both Heisman contenders going in the beginning of the season, but, that's just embarrassing. In a conference game, to lose 63-10, there's probably, hopefully there's a recovery, but.
The thing is what I was thinking about earlier, is you look at this, and if you were 5 years in the past, you could not tell me that number 9 was Illinois and number 19 was Indiana. You could never convince me that. But the Big Ten is just the Big Ten this year. Moving on, 16 Utah, 17 Texas Tech. Texas Tech pulled out in the end. The score does not really show how the game went. It was a very low-scoring game, and then Texas Tech just pulled it out in the end. But I think Tech is the real deal, with how much it hurts to say.
Yeah, that was the one team going into the year that I was pretty confident in the Big 12. None of them I was confident in outside of Tech. I was like, they're probably going to be good. Any other team? No idea. Yeah, you were right. I think that game was a one-possession game until about halfway through the third quarter / the fourth quarter. So,
But, it's a good game. Utah definitely has proved that they're – because I remember people were doubting on Utah. They thought Utah could possibly go 6-6, but they got a good quarterback. But, yeah, Tech is the real deal. I think they're definitely Big 12.
Yeah, I still don't know if anybody in the Big 12 is actually good. But
yeah, but we'll see. Auburn, Oklahoma, again,
weird game.
It was a weird game. I've seen the clip 20 times, but, that last drive, Jackson Arnold got sacked 3 times in a row. What are we doing? Offensive line, what are we doing? We got to make a game-winning drive to try and possibly go to overtime with Oklahoma, and we just allow 3 straight sacks. That can't happen in SEC.
It can't happen anywhere, to be fair, but
no.
It doesn't help. There was also questionable calls throughout that game that went in a certain team's favor. I won't name the team. Of course, it was the team that ended up winning, but even then, you kind of have to get past that. In football, that happens every game, but one team's going to get a call that you don't expect to get, so.
Yeah,
I still think Auburn's a really good team.
Oh, I think Auburn has a chance this week.
Not to mention,
we'll
get into it later more, but Oklahoma QB problems.
Yeah.
At the moment in time.
I saw a report on the injury report about that. We'll get to that. Nebraska, Michigan, really good game. Again, the score really doesn't show.
I have many thoughts about this game.
Okay.
Many thoughts.
I'll just let you go and talk.
So basically, this is my thinking. this was less of a close game and more of Michigan letting Nebraska hang around in my book. There was multiple times where we gifted Nebraska another chance, or, I mean, even halftime. The Hail Mary, that should have been a two-possession game.
Should have been a two-possession game, and they made it.
Not to mention that 27 last touchdown of the game, garbage time touchdown, they were down 10 with like 2 minutes left. So, I mean, I think we let them back in a couple times. Not to mention we dominated the trenches of that game. Michigan ran all over them, which is a staple of a good Michigan team. Don't get me wrong, Nebraska is still much better than they have been in years past, especially a couple years ago when we played. I mean, that was the year we won the Natty, but we still beat them by like 50. But they're a good team, don't get me wrong. Are they going to compete with if they can't beat Michigan at home, they certainly aren't beating Penn State, or not that I don't think they have to play them, but they're not going to beat the top-heavy Big Ten teams.
And the Big Ten is good. I mean,
there's a lot of good teams. I think Big Ten is like, obviously the SEC is the SEC, but nobody talks about the Big Ten sometimes.
People are arguing that it's got a chance to be number 2. I mean, it's definitely number 2. ACC is 3, and then I think Big 12's 4.
Oh, Big 12 is 4 by a mile.
It's been rough.
Now. It's tough.
Well, going into Big 12, I mean, Baylor, Arizona State, game-winning field goal by Arizona State. It was a great game. Sawyer Robinson still looks good. I don't know if he looks Heisman good, but he still looks like a good quarterback. I just think Sam Levitt's not that good at all.
No, I don't think Arizona's. I don't think either of these teams are. This is my thing with the Big 12. Other than Tech, are any of them really good? And is Tech really all that good either compared to some other teams in the, in college football? But
yeah,
good game. Don't get me wrong, great game. But
amazing game.
It was a great game of two like subpar teams. I think Arizona State was heavily carried by Cam Scatteraboo last year. I don't think Levitt is all that good. Now Baylor's QB. He's good, but is he like that guy?
Sawyer Robinson, he looks good. He just there's things about him.
This is my thing. It's just like they have wins over Samford and then SMU, and I like SMU. Don't get me wrong. I don't think they're a bad team, but I also don't think they're anywhere near as good as they were last year. And then they have losses to Arizona State, who also lost to Mississippi State.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Mississippi State looks good.
And then they have Baylor has a loss to Auburn.
Yeah.
Also another good team, don't get me wrong, and they kept it close in both those games. So I'm not saying they're a bad team.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think this is we're going to win the conference game. But, who knows at this point. For all I know, one of these teams will go on a heater and be the best team in the world.
I mean, do we think that Baylor's going to beat Oklahoma State is the real question, which we will get into later. We'll wait for that one. But, okay, and this is the game that I am so excited to talk about because, last week I said my underdog. I said the game that I think that they keeps close, which in fact it actually wasn't even close because you know what? The team that I chose actually blew them out. Syracuse-Clemson. Clemson just looks terrible. Syracuse has just looked amazing in that game, and of course there was the weather delay, and I just don't think that helped Clemson. But either way, it just did not go in Clemson's way, and Clemson just does not look good. And I am very happy that Syracuse won that game because that's what I said.
Yeah, Syracuse has a thing to keep these games kind of close against the teams that they're just not supposed to, and they didn't even keep close because they kind of dominated the entire game. But this just shows, Clemson is in a hole.
Dabo might be on the
You
hot
could
seat.
argue that this is worse than what Oklahoma State and UCLA and these other teams that people make fun of is worse because, Oklahoma State was supposed to be bad. UCLA was supposed to be a bottom team in the Big Ten. Clemson? They were some teams' natty champs.
Well,
Cade Klubnik was supposed to be a Heisman favorite.
Favorite besides Arch, which again, that's still on the train.
And you're losing these games at home.
Yeah.
This isn't like I can't believe I'm saying it because Dabu's been such a good coach for Clemson for a decade now, multi-time natties, But we're gonna have Gundy and which we'll get into later. Don't give a war, but we're gonna have Gundy and Dabu gone probably in the same calendar year, or at least close.
Wow.
Because I'm sure they'll let Dabu go a little longer, but they're on pace right now to be
6-6.
At best.
Yeah.
They're losing to Syracuse because Syracuse is not as good as they were last year. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they'll pick up wins against some bad teams, but
the one win that they do have was against Troy, and they were losing at the end of the third quarter.
So if I'm a Clemson fan right now, I am
shaking him up.
I'm lost. Yep. I am lost.
Well, yeah, and they just didn't look good from the start, which is the problem. But yeah, last game, Arkansas Memphis. Memphis came out, game-winning drive against Arkansas. Arkansas,
on errors of
another
errors.
Heisman favorite, Taylor Green. I mean, just didn't look good. I think he threw 2 picks or
It's just
something.
the turnovers. I mean, this is the same thing that happened in Oklahoma State, Arkansas last year. Is the turnovers is the only reason they
What
lose
an
games
amazing
like
game.
this.
What an amazing game.
I mean, they had a fumble at the end of the game that gave Memphis even the chance to get the game-winning field goal, and then throwing interceptions. It's just not something. Don't get me wrong. I still love him as a quarterback. Louisville High School legend, by the way, if you were wondering. Called a couple of his games, but
This guy.
just got to be smarter with the ball, especially with the team against Memphis. Don't get me wrong. I think Memphis has a chance to be the Group of 5 team.
Oh, I think
or Group
so,
of
too.
6, whatever it is these days. That goes out there and gets a playoff spot. But you're Arkansas. If you're actually a good SEC school, you shouldn't be losing to them.
Exactly.
Pretty simple as that.
I mean, and we've been talking about it this whole entire time, and Heisman contenders. Like, we've been saying it from the get-go. We were saying about how Cade was a Heisman contender and isn't a Heisman contender anymore. John Mateer. I mean, we got the injury. He's probably the top Heisman contender in my book right now. Fernando Mendoza from Indiana, of course, the 63-10 win helped out a lot. Dante Moore, Oregon. I mean, let's not talk about the Oklahoma State game, but besides that, he looks really good. Carson Beck. I am not a fan of Carson Beck, but at the same time, I have a feeling that he's one of them. And then I know you put him on the list.
I had to. I had it.
I know you had to put somebody besides a quarterback. You put Justice Haynes from Michigan.
Well, it's that, and then there's Hardy that plays for Missouri that's also has very similar stats to Haynes. I just put Haynes because he has better averages, but
and he goes to Michigan.
And I also that too. And I also felt like we should put a running back in there because I mean Genty probably wins Heisman last year if it isn't for Travis Hunter being a two-way player.
Oh, 100%.
So just wanted to throw that out there, but okay,
so we got to go over it. I mean, Mateer looks great. He's got the most passing yards by 300.
The problem is it just depends on when Mateer comes back. Because if he comes back for Texas game and plays Texas game is good, but if he misses that Texas game, that just kills his Heisman odds just because it's such a big game.
The main reason I have Fernando Mendoza on here, and we were talking about earlier, 14 touchdowns, absolutely zero interceptions, 975 passing yards. You're almost at 1,000 passing yards and no interceptions. Now I get you've played a couple easy schools, but you also played Illinois last week.
It's that and if Indiana is going to make the playoffs like they did last year and be a good Big Ten school again, they're going to need him to be on his game all the time. They don't really have anything else. Mm-hmm. And so the way I look at it is if Indiana makes the playoffs, he's probably going to the Heisman ceremony.
Oh, I would imagine he's, for sure. I mean, Dante Moore looked great. Now, again, Oklahoma State was a stat patter a little bit. But, I mean, still, 11 touchdowns, 1 interception, 962 yards is always something that looks or catches the eye of people in the Heisman voting or Heisman contenders.
Yeah, and we'll get into it more later, but they have a big game against Penn State.
And that should be
really a tester.
The defining factor.
If he's I know he's young, so you got to think first year starting, so he has the bumps in the road compared to some of these other quarterbacks. Mateer's, multiple years. Mendoza has multiple years. Well, Beck has multiple years. Haynes has multiple years. Dante Moore is the only one that doesn't have multiple years, so he can run into some bumps along the way. So, but Carson Beck,
he's got some quality wins. That's what puts him on the board.
Yeah, about to say
he's got 7 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Not great looking. 972 passing yards is really good. It's just I think what we really look at right here is he has some quality wins.
Yeah,
Notre
Miami
Dame,
has had
USF.
a really tough opening schedule, so give them credit that they're actually going out there. And because, to be honest, years past, that's probably Miami has a loss on the schedule already because they can't win big games. Incapable.
Well, I mean, didn't they start 7-0 last year with Cam Ward or 6-0, something like that?
Yeah, and then they proceeded to lose
2 or 3 in a
games
row
at the end of the year. Not to mention they should have already not been 7-0 because they got lucky against Virginia Tech.
Gosh, that
got
Hail
lucky
Mary
against
pass.
Cal.
I forgot about that.
It's not like a Miami hater. I kind of am, but
I mean, I don't like I'm a Notre Dame fan. I don't like Miami.
But still, they're undefeated. They look good. They're probably the favorite for the ACC at this point. So
Florida State.
Still, Miami is the favorite. I mean,
I
Florida State will lose a game.
I still have Florida State as a dark horse, though. I mean, they look good. I think Indiana's a dark horse. Georgia Tech, I think, is a dark horse. And I know you're going to hate it, but UNT.
Well, no, I don't hate it. I purposely put them on, our notes because if you look at all the teams that we didn't expect to be good that we, talk about, it's just they have to be on there because they're one of the group of 5 schools that probably are going to be fighting for a playoff spot. UNT's undefeated, UNLV's undefeated. Bering
should not have been undefeated
Bering,
last
UNT,
week.
and UNLV probably shouldn't be after how their games unfolded, but South Florida, I put it on there for us because I felt like you have to. I know they lost to Miami, but they're still a really good program. They still beat Florida. And then Memphis, after beating Arkansas, they're undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm actually going to look right now because I'm interested, but Memphis and UNT might play this year, but I have no idea.
Oh, in the American? Yeah.
Yeah, and that could be a big game. The only thing that worries me for UNLV is,
oh, they didn't look
Boise
good against Miami.
State,
We'll see. No, and like I said earlier, one of our games that was a defining factor in college football, the pick'em that we do, was the UNLV Miami of Ohio game. And Miami of Ohio was up, 14-0 to start the second half or something. And they just blew it, and UNLV came back, but still, you're not going to make the playoff. You will make the playoffs, but you ain't going to do very much in the playoffs. If you do they play this year?
No.
Dang, I was really hoping.
Memphis and UNT do not play. UNT doesn't even play Tulane.
Which, let me ask you this.
I'm going to be honest. You're
UNLV, would you want to play? Would you want to play them?
What?
If you're UNLV, would you want to play Memphis?
UNLV wouldn't play
Memphis.
Memphis.
Oh, Memphis, sorry. UNT?
No. Not until I have to.
Yeah.
Which they'll probably meet up in the conference championship. But
yeah,
it's probably one of them. Tulane, you could probably sneak in that group of 5 conversation. I mean, but we'll see. I mean, there's so much time. We have to think. We're 4 games in for most teams. Some teams only, 3. So
some teams only want to be 3 games in.
Yeah,
some teams wish the season could end right now.
There's still so much time between now and then.
100%. But it was a good week last week. A lot of people proved a lot, but again, it
was one of the weirder weeks too. I would say compared to what we've had.
But coming into this week is the week that I feel like is super duper important. Your teams
most teams are starting conference play.
They're actually here to prove themselves, and we're not going to go over every single game because we realize that
that sounds annoying as hell.
It sounds
probably
really, really annoying. And so we're going to go over just the best games. Number 1.
At least what we think is the best
College game day. Oregon, number 6. Number 3, Penn State. Just give me your score prediction just to start it off. I just want to...
I have Oregon winning.
Okay,
I have Oregon winning.
Drew Arrows looked
I think it's going to be close because this is a whiteout.
Yeah.
Correct. Yes.
Yes.
So it's got to be close. I don't believe in Penn State.
They just don't win big games.
They don't win big games. Years pass. Now, if they beat Oregon, I'm all on the train. They haven't played anybody yet, but I just like Oregon this year. I might be biased because I watched them kill Oklahoma State and all that, but
yeah.
But it'll be close. Probably a field goal, maybe a touchdown, but it's probably going to be more of a field goal because Penn State's defense will keep it close. But Penn State could upset them. But I'm still going to stick with Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely feels like a coin flip game, though.
I have Oregon winning by 10.
Wow.
The only reason I see Penn State winning this game is because of the whiteout. I can't envision them winning. I've seen their plays. They're just watching their games from the last 3 weeks, and Drew Aller does not look good. Again, another person who has looked like at the beginning of the season was a Heisman contender, possible Heisman contender.
Not to mention experience because he's been around for so long.
Oh my
now.
gosh, I think I was a baby when he started playing college football. But yeah, he hasn't looked good. He's thrown a lot of picks. I think he's thrown 3 or 4 picks already, and so I think Oregon, again, watching them play Oklahoma State may have boosted my Oregon confidence a little bit, but I think Oregon wins by 10 here. And night game whiteout is the only reason I can see them winning this, and I'm hoping Saquon's the guest picker.
Well, they probably have announced that. I haven't looked, but my thing, this is Penn State. If they win, they have I'm pretty positive their schedule isn't that bad. I think they just have Ohio State later in the year, and then that's it. Oregon, on the other hand, have to play Indiana next week as too. So they have back-to-back tough games.
Ooh, that's a tough one. Yeah.
This game's so up in the air. I'm going to be honest. If you told me Penn State won, I would believe you. Told me Oregon won, I would believe you.
Yeah.
I don't think, especially with a whiteout, but at the same, especially at night, I think the last couple whiteouts have been like afternoon kickoffs against Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm excited. That should be a fun game. That's a good game, and we'll be back in time for that. So I mean, it's gonna be cool.
Hallelujah.
Yeah,
We'll get back from the, maybe we might not even stay for. I mean, we have a testament to each other that we 100% will stay for the end of the game. But at the same time, it's hard. It's a hard watch sometime. But yeah, that was the game we really wanted to focus on. And
Penn State plays Ohio State, and then they have Indiana later in the year. But that's for a couple more weeks. So this is kind of a tone setter for Penn State.
Do they play a West Coast team?
No.
Wow.
They don't go out to the West Coast this year.
That's strange.
Because they play at home versus Oregon.
Okay. Oh yeah. Well, but yeah, that was the game we really wanted to focus on. And I mean, there's a couple more ranked matchups.
It's actually a pretty good week.
It's an amazing week. I mean, we got number 5 Georgia, number 17 Alabama, at Alabama, correct? Oh no, at Georgia.
Yeah, no, it's at Georgia.
At Georgia, sorry. Give me Georgia. I mean, Bama looked good against Wisconsin, but also it's Wisconsin. Georgia's looked all right. They haven't been playing extremely well. They didn't have a great win against
Tennessee game
Marshall.
was definitely interesting.
Oh yeah, I forgot about.
I mean,
totally forgot about the Tennessee game. Jeez. Yeah,
they came back in that game and they went to Tennessee. That's probably the only reason I have them winning is because they played Tennessee and took care of business at Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
And Bama lost that game to Florida State. But I would believe you if you told me Bama dominated and
I think it's
game
up in the air still.
Yeah,
I think
especially after last year, because no one really gave Bama a chance last year against Georgia. I know they were at home, but they still took care of business and won that game. So should be fun though.
Yeah,
that's kind of like another SEC. Because right now, I'm gonna be honest. If you look at the 8 people, is there a single team that you can go? I completely think this team is really good. Because I'm gonna be honest. If you look at the top 10, top 25, even there's not a single team there that I'm going.
The only one you have 100% for is Ohio State.
But even then, they struggled against Ohio at home.
Wait a second. Yep, you're right. Yeah, good point.
Freshman quarterback.
Yeah, freshman nerve.
So I mean, it's just like I'm trying to figure out which teams I can go. I trust that team.
I mean, yeah, I think this first week of conference play is going to be the defining factor. We can probably say 1 or 2 teams after this.
Yeah.
LSU Ole Miss at Ole Miss. There's been a lot of drama going on throughout this game.
Yeah, I mean, the spread confuses me for one. Ole Miss is favored.
Really?
At least the last time I checked. That was like a couple days ago.
I love Lane Kiffin, so you know what? I mean, the drama behind it. I mean, Landry Kiffin, his daughter, went on a date with one of the LSU players. I mean, just thinking
setting the tone. They're setting the tone.
I don't even know that I sound like I'm just a gossiper and I know nothing about football, but like,
do you?
I promise I do. I promise I do. But yeah, still like, just a.
Well, Ole Miss is only favored by 1.5. Not to mention, Ole Miss is starting Trinidad again.
Oh, yeah.
Because, which honestly makes sense. He's been really good, but 1.5 point favorite. So they're not really much of a favorite. That's more just because they're the home team.
No, I'd agree.
But
with that.
Another statement game for Nussmeier. Obviously, they already beat Clemson, but can you really give them credit for beating Clemson? Because look at what Clemson's doing.
Yeah, we all thought that game was.
Yeah, we all thought that was like, wow, that was about to say we might see this again. But so this is a statement game for Nuss again.
No
of course, they beat Florida, but I mean,
no Marcus.
Oh, sorry, yeah, Marcus shut out the Nuss bus. Gotta love that family. I'm hoping they, becomes a great NFL quarterback, and then I can say that I've seen Nuss and I went to high school with them. Hopefully.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think LSU takes care of business. If they wear their 1-0 shirts again,
I picked out LSU.
Mm-hmm.
It will be an interesting game though. Another game that's going to show who is really the real deal. Because again, it's one of those games I don't have complete confidence in either team. Because even when LSU played Florida, they didn't lag way through 5 picks and they only won by 10.
5 picks, like 2. Like a pick 6 or something. I don't even know. It was bad.
I don't know. And they're going to Ole Miss, but I'm still going to go Nuss Bus all the way because that's how I am.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think LSU is. I honestly, I think I don't even know if I said this on the pod, but I think I've said this to you. I still think LSU is going to win the SEC.
So it's bold to say this early, but you know what? I kind of like it. Looking at our last ranked game, I mean USC 21, Illinois 23. We gotta have a bounce back for Illinois. I'm gonna be honest. This is
Yeah.
if they don't win this game by a touchdown or at least 10
Yep,
points,
I'm
I
gonna
think
say-
they're out of the rankings.
Oh, 100%. I mean, and is USC the real deal? I mean, you can look at that too. They haven't really. I mean,
game against Michigan State last week, but again,
is Michigan State really? I mean,
Michigan
okay,
State.
let's be real here. It's Michigan
Sorry,
State.
got a cousin who goes there, so I kind of I hope good for them.
No, I mean, again, it's kind of just to tell what is the Big Ten going to look like. Who is better than who? You know what I mean? So it's a big game. I still have I'm going to have Illinois winning. I still think they're good. I can't explain the 63-10 game, but I still think they're good.
Yeah, there's no really explanation for that. I'm sure that Illinois is just hoping that it was just a fluke, and I think that's probably what it was. But I think it's going to be a good game. Moving on to the segment that I was really hoping we would just accidentally forget about talking about. Oklahoma State versus Tulsa.
Yeah, we got to go over this.
I know
as Oklahoma State homers.
I hate it. I hate talking about it, but it's something we got to do.
I mean,
19-12.
Yeah, I think I've ranted so much over the past
That I ran out of words
the
to
week.
say.
I mean, it's just the way it's you could find something to nitpick and everything because nothing was really good. The defense kept us in the game. I'll give them credit for that, but they still got walked on that first drive. But they held them to field goals the rest of the game. So the defense, that'll be my bright spot. If I have to find a bright spot, it would be the fact that the defense kept them in the game.
Yeah.
Offense.
There's
Yeah,
nothing-
you see
there's
how
no-
I
there-
said nothing because I have nothing. I can't
there's
think.
really
I
nothing
don't.
to say about.
I mean,
and again,
they didn't at the beginning of the game. Nope, the
were
playbook looked
aggressive.
like it was like a couple pages. I'm gonna be honest.
and then it closed down.
Yeah, the first drive they looked great. I felt like they were throwing the ball a little, and then they went conservative, and then they didn't open it up again until they were already down 2 possessions in the third, fourth quarter.
And I
So-
just want to say this. You notice what he's saying there. He's saying play calling, which maybe something happened.
I mean, I did. Even then, I don't. I don't think it has anything to do. I don't. I mean, maybe it does. Well, maybe we'll. This will tell this weekend because if we are not throwing the ball or opening up the playbook against Baylor, then
It
we
was
can't
Gundy.
blame. Then we can't play. Then we can't even blame Gundy because then But yeah. Was this the
It
reason
was-
Gundy is fired?
I think it was the final straw. I mean,
Yeah, it was definitely the straw that breaks the camel's back. I don't think this was the sole reason, but it was definitely the last.
people forget how important alumni and donors are.
Yeah.
Until they are a bad team and their coach isn't performing well. And I had a feeling that people were just starting to get tired of it. I mean,
Well,
he's a dinosaur. He
I
was
mean,
a
yes,
dinosaur.
yes, he is. He's been around for so long, and it doesn't help. This is the thing, at least for me, is that he's been around for so long. The game has changed so much in the last 5 years alone, compared to what it was.
Give it
Even
3.
yeah,
I
even
mean,
the last 3 years compared to what it's changed in the last 20
yeah.
has been insane. So I mean, I don't think he can adjust to the NIL thing. I don't think he really likes NIL
Oh, I
from
agree.
what his interviews are. So that's another thing, but at the same time, I don't think it was all Gundy's fault.
No,
I don't. I think he got a couple bad reps for just kind of not having that good of a team the past couple years. Even this year, he loses his quarterback. We probably kill Tulsa if we have Haas. I mean,
I think we lose by 21 against Oregon.
yeah.
if
I mean,
had Haas.
if we have Haas, I think we take care of business against Tulsa. And I don't even think Gundy's fired. So that's another thing. But still, it was kind of just like he was probably going to be fired at the end of the year anyways if they didn't perform.
He had to go to a bowl game if
Yeah.
he wanted to stay, and he probably had to win it.
But with all that being said, to give Gundy credit, I think if you talk to a sane Oklahoma State fan or Oklahoma State alum or a student, they would go, "I love Gundy," and Gundy was the reason or the person that I knew about Oklahoma State. Because for a lot of people that go here, if you don't grow up an Oklahoma State fan, there's a couple things that you may know. You know Barry Sanders.
Yep.
You know maybe Garth Brooks if you like music.
Well, you had to introduce me to him. But
Yeah, but and then finally it's Gundy. Gundy is the
mullet
face.
man, the
Yeah,
mullet
the
man.
face of this school. I'm almost certain he will probably end up getting somewhat retired at Boone Pickens Stadium in some way, shape, or form.
I mean, he didn't play a lot of football, but I mean, he did play football.
He'll
here,
get
but
something retired, maybe
He'll
a
have a
statue. I
statue,
don't know.
yeah.
Maybe his name. I don't know. Something in the stadium. But I mean, you have to think. I know it ended bad.
But
3-9 last year, and then the bad start to this year, losing to Tulsa. But if you go back and look at what he did, we had one 10-win season before before he came and started coaching at Oklahoma State.
Was that 1945?
No, it was like I think it was like 1980 or something like that, somewhere around there. But and then he has more. I think he has like 9, 10 wins, something crazy like that.
He only
Plenty
had
of
2
bowl
losing
wins.
seasons. That's the really.
Yeah,
that's the statistic you really have to look at. I saw a stat and it's like his only losing season was his first
and his last
bowl season.
Yep.
I mean, you don't even have to look at how many wins he had. He just had winning seasons, and that's the incredible part. He's an influential person. He's the reason that people, like you said, people know Oklahoma State, and he's gonna be. It's sad that he's gone, but also people understand why.
Yep. So credit to him. I love him. I think we always will love him.
Oh, for sure.
And he's a great guy. I know you got the chance to meet him, and I think
half a second.
Yeah, I was about to say.
We were playing football, me and Todd.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
So anybody that's been around him, great guy. So if if he ends up stumbling upon this podcast, just know that we love you. We promise.
We love you, Coach Gundy.
We just
come on the podcast.
Yeah.
Just don't listen to this podcast.
Yeah, but we'll see what unfolds the rest of the time. Replacement, but Meacham's interim. Hopefully, if he opens up the playbook and we look better, I'll be happy. But if we look the same, then I'm not even going to be happy that Gundy's gone.
All right, just a little quick. I mean, moving on. I mean, we don't want to make this too long because we don't really want to say There's not much.
There's not much to say about what
Oklahoma State
Baylor.
I think Oklahoma State doesn't. The line is only 20.5 still. I mean, it's been 20.5 for a second now, and recently it's still 20.5.
Yep.
So it's still 20.5. I mean, great. Again, quarterback matchup. They win that one, but I mean,
everything. They win everything. Let's be real. I don't know if there's a position group that they lose in.
Got a good kicker.
Oh, I mean, maybe. I mean, our punter.
Oh, we
gave our punter some credit. He
gets a lot of reps.
Gets
a lot of reps.
But really, I'm kind of just looking. I'm not for a win. I'm looking for
the positives.
Yeah,
you want to
find the positives, see signs, maybe open up the playbook a little, let Flores throw the ball a little more. But we'll see. I mean, if they keep it close, I'm happy. We were talking about this. It's a win-win situation for us. I mean,
we were talking to our Baylor friends, and we're like,
if we lose, we know we're in a rough spot. Everybody knows that. If we win, it's way worse than if you win. I mean, we're just going to make fun of you. I mean,
but you just lost to a team. You just lost to a team that Tulsa.
Yeah, but to say so. But I think it'll still be a fun game. I mean, I think every game is fun at Boone Pickett Stadium. So
Yeah. I mean, let's move on to a little NFL. I mean, it's been a second. There was some good games last week. The best game in my opinion was the Chargers Broncos game. Great game.
It's true.
Justin Herbert's looked really good. I think it's the girlfriend effect, but I mean, you never.
I don't even at this. I think it's the Harbaugh effect, but I mean that's just me.
Oh yeah. That also helps.
But yeah, I mean, the Chargers probably look like the real deal. Probably gonna win the AFC West. Though they're off to a great start. I mean, they've played 3 division teams, won them all. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, if I'm a Chargers fan, I'm going, wow, is this the year that we're going to win the division and be one of the best teams in the NFL?
I mean,
now, do I think they can compete with the Ravens and the Bills and the Chiefs come playoff time?
No.
I don't know because Herbo has not performed in the playoffs. Obviously, he had the rough game against Jacksonville his first year, which I feel like he gets a bad rap for. Your defense should not be giving up 30 points and a half, regardless of who you're playing. I know he didn't do well. I know he didn't do well either, but still, Texans game, way more his fault. But I believe him. I've always liked him, and Harbaugh I love. So, good slate. I kind of couple few good games this week.
There's a couple of good ones. I mean, Arizona-Seattle last night was pretty good.
Yeah, it actually finished really well for what it was looking. It looked like Seattle was going to blow them out.
We watched the whole game, and I mean, we were even talking about it. Who'd you have? You had Troy Benson on your fantasy team.
Yeah.
He did not perform.
Okay, he didn't perform, but he did better than Brian Thomas has done for me over the past 3 weeks.
True.
So, I mean,
let's
take the wins where I get them.
We can point out a few good games here. Let's see here. Okay, just to go back to Los Angeles real quick. They play New York, which I think is a win.
It's just going to dominate.
So
but Jackson Dart, first NFL start. That's the news of the week, probably.
So we got
for
Jackson Dart.
We
got new Jackson Dart.
I think if I'm a Giants fan, I'm just looking for, little things this week.
I would love to see Jameis Winston.
I want to see that pass game open up, but.
But I mean, our first good game is Philadelphia, Tampa Bay.
Couple undefeated teams, right?
Yeah. Philadelphia, who's looked a little fraudulent to start the year, but again, started off the season well.
Bumps in the road.
Tampa Bay, though, the comebacks, the last-minute drives that they've had in the last 2 weeks.
Both of them had comebacks last week because the Eagles had to come back from the Rams. Don't know how.
Before we go any farther, can we talk about how many blocked field goals there was last.
Yeah,
I think it was like 3
kind
or
of an
4.
insane amount.
It
I don't,
was like
I don't know if there's
extremely-
something going on that people are starting to pick up on kickers or something like that, but I still think the Eagles win this. I will not, I'm telling you, I think
You
I
will
told
not
you
vote
that
against
I'm
the
not
Eagles
going
until
against the
they
Eagles
lose.
until they lose or
Yep.
until they show some kind of stumble.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention, I don't think Tampa Bay has looked all worldly. I don't think the Eagles have either, but an Eagles team that's not all worldly is probably better than a Tampa Bay team that's not all worldly.
I agree. Yeah.
Because they stumbled heavily against the Jets. I mean, Tampa's without Mike Evans.
No, I agree.
I don't think that's really going to bother much because he's on my fantasy team and he's not doing much, as you can tell. So
Yeah, but I mean, I agree.
it's still going to be a good game. Don't get me wrong.
I agree.
Baker could definitely make something happen.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Philadelphia's probably going to win this one. I have Philadelphia win this one. But, I mean, the real game, in my opinion, the game of the week, and I'm sure you agree, is Baltimore-Kansas City. I mean...
A really big game for both teams. Really big game.
It's
1
at
and
Kansas
2.
City. Yeah, both.
1 and 2 battle.
One team is going to start the season 1-3, which is...
It's just rough.
Again,
it's
like
hard to think about for these
earlier,
two teams.
If you would have told me 5 weeks ago that one of those teams was going to start 1-3,
insane.
I'm not believing you.
It's just a weird because you have to think Baltimore's just came off a loss to the Lions. Great game. You can't even say they played all that bad. They kind of got beat in the trenches 100%, but they could still pass the ball. Lamar carved up the Lions secondary. They just couldn't really run the ball, and they were kind of getting beat in the O-line and D-line. And then, like, the Chiefs, I've yet to find a bright spot because even that Giants game, I know they won by 2 possessions, whatever it was, and they kind of did their business, which they usually do. They never really look pretty in any of their wins, but it's still the Giants, and I mean, their other 2 games, they kind of competed with the Eagles, so I mean, give them credit. In the Chargers game, I try not to take too much account into week 1, but this will be a huge game because you don't want to start 1-3. Especially for the
100%.
Chiefs' sake, you have an undefeated Chargers team that's at top of the division that's probably going to be
start
4-0.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
if you're Baltimore, 1-3,
Zay Flowers has to step up, and you know what? He's looked really good so far, but he had that off week last week where he only had 3 catches for like 35 yards.
Yep.
If they can get him the
not
ball,
to mention Derrick Henry.
Oh
Fumbles in each of the last 3 games.
Hey, he had a great run for the touchdown, but I mean, still,
outside of that, what did he do?
nothing.
And then
Trust
not
me,
to mention
he was on
against
my
Cleveland.
fantasy team. Trust
Not to
me.
mention against Cleveland, he had like 20 yards.
Trust me, I know. Trust me.
So big game. That's probably the game that you're gonna go is going to define a lot of things.
And I like how each one of these games we're talking
I don't
about.
remember who I picked. I'm going to be completely honest with you.
Me either. And I love how
I think I went against the Chiefs because the last time I went with the Chiefs in a big game, they lost. So, but
I love how all 3 games we're talking about are 3 different time slots. We got the Tampa Bay game at noon. We got the Baltimore game at 3:25, and then the game we got Micah Parsons returning to Dallas.
I think that's the only reason we're talking about it because I don't see a way Dallas competes in this game. But it is Green Bay. They just did lose to the Browns in a game they probably should have dominated in.
Talk about a just total fall off on
but
the end of the quarter.
Return of I want to know the boos. I want to see what's gonna. I want to know if it's gonna be boos
There'll
or
be
if
a
it's gonna be
tribute
like a
video.
little. Because I know Cowboy fans are upset at Jerry Jones for not paying him, but at the same time, Micah looked like he did not want to do anything with Dallas whatsoever.
I think there'll be a tribute video,
but
followed by boos.
I was about to say, I think it'll be a lot of boos. Plus, it's Green Bay. Not to mention, I think the last time Green Bay came to Dallas is when Green Bay dominated Dallas in the playoffs a couple years
with
ago.
that sideline catch?
It was like the 40-0 game or whatever, whatever
2
it
years
was.
ago.
I don't remember.
Yeah, that
how
was
bad
when
it was.
Dallas was like the 2 seed and the Packers were the 7 seed, and the Packers just came in and totally
completely dominated. So,
yeah.
And Jordan Love needs a bounce back game because obviously putting up 10 against Cleveland is not a look. So I mean, and not to mention the Cowboys have not looked. They just got worked by the Bears. So it'll be a good game, I think. But you could easily tell me the Green Bay is going to dominate. But we'll figure it out. I mean, I'm just ready to see Micah get booed because Micah's hated on Detroit too much for me liking him and.
You're just an Aiden Hutchinson fan. You think?
Well, I mean, I think there's a clip out there that Micah was just bashed Detroit and just hated on them heavily. But I'm not going to get into my Micah hate. At least he went to Penn State. That's cool.
Yeah. Switching it over. Like I said, we didn't talk about it last week, but MLB playoff picture. And this makes me so sad because being an Astros fan, the complete fall off. I was talking to Brendan earlier, and it was like I saw the Astros Twitter, and they just posted, get your tickets for the ALDS now. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. And then we proceeded to lose, 4 straight games.
The fall off.
And so it's just so sad knowing that things can either make or break in the last 3 games of a 62 game season. You can do perfectly fine for 150 of those games, but those last like 10, 12 could really be the defining thing, which just makes it.
Well, there's been so much that's unfolded in the last few weeks here. I mean, okay, so if you go back even a month ago, the Tigers were the clear favorite for the AL Central.
100%.
They were up probably 7, 8 games at that point. They have stumbled completely, and the Guardians have been one of the hottest teams in baseball. They just finished a series. Guardians took 2 or 3, but now the division is tied. They both have 86 wins. So that's going to be whoever finishes, it's going to take the division. But the Astros need one of the Tigers or the Guardians to lose. Basically, they need them to lose because they're already a game out. They have to make up a game in the last 3 days. So there's a lot to untie there. It's either going to be the Tigers or the Guardians. One of them will make it because it's whoever wins the division. But the Astros need one of those two teams just to forget how to play baseball the last 3 days. But good on the Mariners because they came back. They stumbled halfway through the season, but they came back and took that division back from the Astros. It's probably the end of the Astros' reign, but I pretty much knew that already last year. But it is tough for you, I know, being an Astros fan.
It's so difficult because I saw something on Fox or maybe it was CBS or something. It was like, it was the champion. It was just the AL West banners, and it was like Astros, 2020 Oakland A's, which is crazy, and then you look Astros, Rangers, Astros, Mariners. It's like it's becoming more spotty, but also you can tell that the Astros are just getting old, and it's just so sad.
Well, they just lose so much, and they've been around. It's hard to be consistently good for that long.
I don't want to make excuses, but we were basically a AAA team the whole entire year with the amount of injuries.
I mean, yes, that doesn't help, and then
I'm not going to make
excuses. You guys
excuses.
lost Tucker over the year. I mean, there's just a lot of things that
we both hate the Cubs.
That's true. I do hate the Cubs.
Yeah.
And then you go over to the NL picture. I mean, that last wild card spot is up for grabs. Everything else is set pretty much and locked. But the last wild card spot is between the Mets, the Reds, and the D-backs, although they're 2 games out, so that's going to be very hard to come back from
Mets are up
in the last 3
Mets
games. But it's really just the Mets and the Reds at the moment in time. The Reds soared back into playoffs. Nobody really thought they were going to be here. The Mets, on the other hand, were almost a shoo-in for the playoffs, and now they're scaving by.
Mm-hmm. You still have ESPN saying they have a 78.5% chance to make the playoffs. Arizona's at Cincinnati is at 19.4, and Arizona's at 2.1.
Yeah, so I mean, you see it there. So it's going to be interesting. Either way, I don't think either of those teams give the Dodgers much of a fight when they have to play them.
Yeah.
But, it'll be fun to see how that unfolds. I mean,
I just want to say, at the beginning of the year, when the very first series, whenever Milwaukee played the Yankees, and they lost, 19-3,
Yep.
I was like, Brendan, I still think Milwaukee's going to be good. And he said,
I told you they're ass.
He told me that they're going to be terrible,
Yep.
and they are currently in first place, which I just want to say I am so proud of myself.
I'm so proud of you for knowing that. I still think when whoever they end up having to play, whoever the lowest seed is, when we get past to the next round, they will get worked by them because that's the typical Brewers, is to be a really good team in the regular season and then get worked in the playoffs. But, hey, maybe they go on a run. I don't think they will, but because I still think the Phillies and the Dodgers and the Cubs and all these teams are better built than them. But, hey, I'm not going to be too much of a hater.
Exactly.
The AL side's a little bit more up in the air for me. I feel like the Phillies or the Dodgers are going to be one of the teams. But the AL, on the other hand, I can't say the Tigers are going to do it anymore. I don't think the Guardians are going to do it. I really don't think Boston's going to do it. I honestly don't think the Yankees are going to do it either, but I would give the Yankees a better chance than the Blue Jays and maybe the Mariners because they're pitching, and, of course, they have Cal. And off topic here, Cal Riley for MVP? Or are you just going to be biased to Aaron Judge? I mean, I just want to know.
No. So, I mean, me and you were talking about it last night. We were watching the announcer call for the 60th home run, and I was like, he's MVP. And then I was talking to him. I was like, so there's still people saying that Aaron Judge should be the MVP, and I was like, are we serious right now? Any man who hits 60 home runs, at least right now, maybe one day it's common for everybody to hit 60 home runs, but like right now, that's MVP material. I mean, Aaron Judge,
especially for playing catcher.
Exactly, and that's what I was about to say. I mean, he calls the pitches. He's on his knees every single night. He's not standing up the whole entire time when he's playing defense. He's crouched down, which again, people don't think about it. Crouching down and then going to hit a baseball it ain't easy.
All of it. I mean,
his
everything that he
job-
has to do
The
is tough.
catcher's job is so much more difficult than people really think about. Even now, and nowadays with all the technology, you got to hide it. You have to pitch calm and all this. There is so much involved in that job. You're basically like a tech support guy up there. I
Yeah,
mean, the amount of stuff that man has to do, and he hits 60 home runs. That's MVP, right? That's his name should be. I mean, it should already be said. I mean, it's guaranteed. The people who think Aaron Judge still has an opportunity for that, I just don't understand. I would need a valid argument, and I don't even think a valid
I don't
argument
think there
would
is
do
a valid
anything.
argument. I mean, give credit to Cal. I mean, not to mention, it's not like Cal's splitting a lot at DH, too. He plays a majority of his games at catcher.
Oh,
He is their
majority, yeah.
catcher most of the time. So that and, like, cool, Judge has better stats in most of the departments of, like, the more advanced stats. Don't get me wrong. But to not give credit to Cal here just feels like kind of a sin to the baseball world. So I feel like Cal just has to, especially if he somehow gets 2 more home runs in the last 3 games and gets to 62.
Who are they playing? Do you know?
I can look for you.
About to say, because that would probably be. I mean, I couldn't make a hot take saying that he would if he didn't. Oh, they play the Dodgers, don't they?
Yep.
See, that's difficult. That's rough. I mean, they're at home, thankfully, but still.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, either way, 60 home runs as a catcher, I
Oh my
feel like
gosh.
it's got to get you that.
That's a
So
pat
if
on the
they
back
do
right
him
there,
wrong,
yeah.
and I think the Mariners could make a run in the playoffs too. They have a really good pitching staff, and that's pretty much what you need in the playoffs.
Again, I'm gonna be a little biased, but the last time they went to the playoffs was 116 wins, and they
I
lost
mean,
in the first round.
yeah, when they were one of the best teams in the league, yeah, but I think there's a good chance they're good this year, especially out of the AL. I think maybe this is the Phillies' year. I want to see Bryce Harper get a ring.
Just not the Dodgers.
Just not anybody. Honest, I'm telling you this. If it's anyone but the Dodgers and the Yankees, I will be happy.
I
But
can live with the Yankees.
I
but
know you can, but I can't.
you
It'd be
like
nice if the Tigers could
Tigers,
come
about to
in
say,
there
you're a
and
Tigers fan.
dominate. They've struggled notoriously in the second half, like big time. No matter where you look, it's bad. Obviously, they had like a 12.5 game lead on the AL Central at one point, and it's currently tied. 3 games left in the season. So, I don't know. But I would love to see them somehow make a miracle run again, but I just don't see it in the cards right now. Hopefully, they don't find a way not to sneak into the playoffs at all.
Yeah, I think we have a really good baseball. I think we have a really good October shaping up.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I think we have a really.
This is one of the
good
times where
October.
I just don't feel like there's a clear team because the Dodgers haven't been as perfect as they were last year. I mean, the Brewers are obviously, who knows, they could actually be good for once. The Phillies look like the Phillies.
Never
And then
blew
the
up a
AL,
flag.
I mean, there's not a team in the AL that I'm going, wow, they're amazing. I mean,
Oh my gosh, yeah, the Blue Jays are just inconsistent. I feel like they go on hot streaks.
I can't get behind the Blue Jays. I don't know what it is.
It's
They're a good
it's
team,
Canadian,
but like,
isn't it? It's the
I mean,
Canadian.
I might be.
It might be the Canadian.
But I just can't get behind them, and I don't know what's going on there, but
I'm hoping the Astros can do something. Again, that's my
if
bias.
they can sneak in, it would be nice. But the Tigers finish up against Boston, and the Guardians. Let me see who the Guardians finish up here with. I think it's a pretty easy team as well. No, they finish off with Texas, so they both kind of have
And
some
Texas
mid
just was
matchups
eliminated,
here.
Yeah, so we'll see. I mean,
And the Astros got the Angels, so I mean, all kind of playing some teams that could give them some trouble, but Astros have to make up a game. That's going to be the tough part.
they have to win at. They don't control.
They
their own
basically have to
destiny.
sweep and then
Yeah, it's unfortunate when even it's not just baseball, but it's a lot of sports where it's like you want to be able to control your own destiny, but also you don't want to be in that position where you want to have to control your own destiny. You want to be comfortable enough where you're not controlling your own destiny. But the worst case scenario is when you have to
rely
have
on
one
other
team
teams.
lose and
Yep.
this team has to win,
Yep.
and then they have to win, but by only this amount of runs.
Yep.
Like that's when it gets like just give up. I mean, there's no
yeah.
really
So
point.
really tonight we'll tell who's really probably going to make it because let's say the Astros lose and the Tigers and Guardians win, the Astros are out. So I mean,
Oh, that'd be so disappointing.
but-
What a fall off.
but it'll be fun. I mean, October should be fun. That's right around the corner. October's a good time of year for sports. So
Oh yeah, it's peak. Oh yeah,
we
you got
should have some
all-
fun here in
I
October.
know you're excited for your hockey. So.
Yeah, 100%. Got that coming around the corner only a couple more weeks. So
I mean,
I
and then
think we're going to talk about hockey next week before the season starts
I'm gonna have to
because
get my hockey
the
knowledge.
season
out.
will start
Mhm.
in a couple episodes. But we're going to talk about preseason favorites and everything. I'm going to get you really into the sport.
Yeah, so when
this
we talk
year.
about hockey, it's gonna be Brendan. But you know, what, I'm gonna put some.
I'm
maybe
going to
I'll
make
have-
sure that we're going to get you in, and you're going to watch a few games this year because I'll
Well,
be
I'm
watching the Red Wings, and I know you're going to sit down and suffer through that. But
They're winning the cup this year. What can I say?
I hope so. I hope
just
so.
gotta look.
Who knows? But it should be a good year. That should be fun. But we got one more thing we want to
Yeah, I mean, we got
finish
the
up on here.
Ryder Cup. I mean, me and Brendan, we watched the first. What do you call it? You don't call it round, do you?
Yeah, I don't know. I think just play, like match play. First round of match play.
First round of match play. I guess I'll put that quotations right there. 3-1. Not a great start.
Yeah, 3-1 for Europe.
I mean, they started 3-0. Thankfully, Hovland had a terrible shot on 18 that made us
basically, it just guaranteed us the win. But
did they give it? Do we see tee times for the later today?
Probably somewhere, but I don't feel like.
Either way, I mean, DeChambeau looked good on the first tee, but then
here we go.
I
think we're gonna go 113. Oh, so they're starting right now. They should be starting right now because this is 1:13 p.m. Eastern. So they're starting their last round for the days right now. But I don't even know anymore. I don't know. This is my first year really like sitting down and watching golf.
I know. I remember whenever we watched the Masters last year. You
was
asked
probably
me a
like
lot of questions.
let's say it's probably the first time I sat down and watched a lot of golf this summer. For what reason? Mostly Sundays. Don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting there on Thursdays and watching that stuff too.
I'm not trying to watch the first round. Yeah.
But most Sundays and some Saturdays, I sat down and watched Scheffler dominate for the most part because it always seemed to be him. But it's big. I mean, it's rough start. They're down 3-1, and it's it's a battle to what 14.5. Yeah. So, I mean, they could maybe. I don't know. They got this second round of matches today will be definitely a tell because we got to wake up because you can't be going. It's first to 14.5. So
I mean, again, being in track for so long, I used to hear the quote like, "You got to have a good start," and not a good start, but you know what? You can catch up, and I'm just hoping we can play some golf. I mean, I just want to say it like that. We just want to play some good golf, and just hoping for a close game. Again, it's been Europe domination for so long now.
I mean, look at that Europe team. I mean,
okay,
if you look at it compared to the America team,
but I mean, if you
the
look
Europe
at the
team is probably more stacked.
Oh my gosh.
If you just look at it, but
it's like looking at the Cavaliers and the Warriors from 2016.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, like you look at it, you're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
but yeah. I mean, I think America can do USA. Sorry, can do something here.
They need a big finish here on
Friday. If they can somehow tie it up or make it at least 1 point off by the end of today, I'll have confidence.
They need to have a second round.
The only way I don't watch here is if
they get
Europe just gets worked right now.
And then Saturday we're just like, I don't care anymore. And then Sunday comes around, you're like, oh, football's on.
Well, yeah, we were talking about it, and we're like, so are we gonna have to put one TV with golf on it and then one TV with just football on it? We're like, if it's bad today,
I was about to say the tee time. We'll catch most of the first round tomorrow. I would be sure. It's just the second round we'll end up missing because of football, but.
Well, it depends.
Hopefully it's not out of it there.
Football does bad. But yeah, I mean, it's really just a factor of just starting well, and I think hopefully being in it with a lot of American fans there, I mean, I just hope that helps.
Hope so. Being at home.
I mean, did you see?
I need Bryson to wake up.
Yeah,
Scheffler's got to be.
The crowd.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't know why he did that.
I mean, I'm thinking. I guess it's just a respect thing, but I don't.
There's no respect.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was like, I didn't think there was really that much respect going on, but I guess there is.
If we were in Europe, they'd be screaming.
No, 100%.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be fun. Ryder Cup is always fun, no matter. I'd love to see a close match.
I mean, anytime it's a country versus a country, and it's the best on best, it's great for sports. Hockey just did it last year.
Oh my gosh,
that
was incredible.
Baseball does it now. If there was a way football could do it, then it would be nice. But best on best country wise is by far peak sports. I mean, that's why people watch the Olympics.
Oh my gosh.
And people do these things, or like the World Cup,
If I were to just sum it up like everything, and I know that we are almost over, but like, what a great time to be in sports.
Oh, October right now?
Amazing time to be in sports. I mean, baseball, football, hockey coming up. Not soccer. Jeez. Which Liverpool doing great.
I mean, yeah, Premier League's on, so I mean.
And then the golf, which golf.
And we're tuning up to the World Cup in the summer, so.
Yeah, golf Ryder Cup's near the end, but still like.
But yeah, you have hockey starting. I mean, you're gonna have
football.
NBA's gonna start. College basketball's just around the corner.
Oh, I can't wait for
college football. We're getting into where all the good games will be.
Play. Yeah, what a great time to just be a.
We're still in the middle of the NFL season, so I mean, it's really October and March that you're like, wow, this is peak time.
Yeah, next podcast should be interesting too because we'll have our again, the Heisman candidate thing should be a lot different because of conference
yeah, a
play.
lot of big games this week. That'll tell a lot. Hockey will be starting. We'll know the baseball playoff picture. They'll finish the wild card round by the time of our next episode next Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So
we'll be in the division series, right?
Yep, it'll be this. I think they have a day off on Friday. The entire league just takes a day off after the wild card games. I think they start up Saturday.
Oh.
So we'll have plenty to talk about after that wild card round. What
That
we
should be
think
nice.
unfolds. But yeah, I mean, I will like to mention we won our flag football game.
We did win our flag. I don't know if we talked about that last week.
No, we did. We did.
I mean, it was a great game.
Was it? I mean, we probably should have killed them a little more, but
I just want to say,
came out there and we got the job done.
We got the
job done. We made the playoffs. So
we made the
take a
playoff.
wins.
Wait, I mean, what a great time to be a sports fan. I mean, but yeah, it was a great game. I don't want to say that I did a really good job, but
He's gonna glaze himself.
I-
He probably did save the game though. 4th and 1,
did.
big stop, big
Yeah.
tackle. So
Yeah.
I mean, flagpole, whatever you want to call it these days. So I mean, yeah, happy to make the playoffs because this week we got what? We got a frat team.
we were playing a fraternity
SIG or something.
and
I don't know. Is it SIG? I don't
know exactly.
I don't
what
know
it
which
is.
one
Either
it is.
way,
Either
we
way,
plan
it's
to have
gonna be fun.
We're gonna have
yeah,
fun.
we're gonna have fun
Yeah,
because
I
we've
mean,
already ensured the playoffs.
We all know that there's that one coach when you played Little League or something like just go out and have fun. That's what we're
that's
gonna
what we're gonna do. Go out and have fun. Throw everybody out there. Make sure everybody gets some
maybe
fun
mess
reps.
with the frat a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you gotta have some fun. You know what I mean? So Tuesday should be fun. But glad we made the playoffs. We needed
for
that.
sure. And I think maybe a basketball team coming up soon.
Oh yeah, basketball for sure.
Soccer
Maybe soccer if we could find out the people.
Yeah.
But basketball for sure. Basketball will happen.
Yeah, we got a hoop.
And I got to start reffing, so I mean that should be fun for the. I'll probably have some reffing stories on here occasionally.
Oh yeah.
Especially
There's
because
some good ones.
last year I
lot
had
of technicals, yeah.
plenty of stories on crazy things that unfolded. So there's a lot to look forward to in our podcast for the next,
Month, 2 months.
Yeah, if we're going weekly,
Christmas break. I mean, Christmas break. Like by the time Christmas break, that span should be.
Yeah,
just
you're just gonna have
incredible.
to. That's the sad thing is they're gonna have to miss us on Christmas break. You know what I mean? We're gonna have a lot to
That
cover.
might be like a really long podcast.
Yeah, I was about to
just
say you're
covering
gonna have a lot to
everything.
cover over that. Because college football playoffs would be going on. Our first podcast will probably be like the day before the championship, if you think about it.
Oh wow! Oh wow! So that might just be a strict.
Well, we're really looking at advance. We
Yeah,
still
we-
have like 10 more
about
weeks
to say,
left.
we'll
We
just-
got to pass an LPE.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a lot going on.
We got a lot to go.
So, but a lot of time. Should be a lot of fun though. Sports is a great thing to be a part of and want to live through. So,
Yeah.
Okay. So we covered a lot today. Should have a lot to talk about next week. 100%. So with college football, come back in with hockey because we got to get you to become a hockey fan. Baseball, of course. So definitely.
Hopefully a Ryder Cup win comeback.
We can celebrate
can
that.
celebrate a
Hopefully
win.
we can celebrate America. Be happy with that. But if not, at least we had fun watching. Hopefully, maybe. And maybe an Oklahoma State upset.
If you don't hear from us, it's because the Ryder Cup didn't go well and Oklahoma State
got
lost.
warped. So, but yes, hopefully you will see us next Friday. Same thing as always.
Yeah, thank you guys very much.
Yep. Thank you for tuning in. Once again, this is the B&P Blitz podcast.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
Brent alongside my best friend Peyton, and we'll see you next Friday.